Steve Gamache here with another episode of Chef Knives to Go Quick Look product review, and this time we are looking at the Kurosaki Shizuku lineup, and these are AS Core Gyuto 210mm knife. The core steel, as mentioned, is Aogami or Blue Paper Super Hitachi reactive carbon steel. The heat treat's about 62 Rockwell on that core steel, so they don't push it super high on the hardness list, so you get a little bit of forgiveness, so kind of a middle of the road hardness, so good balance. These knives are all about balance in my opinion, having seen a few of them. The construction is a soft stainless cladding on either side of that core steel, and what they've also done, so it's a 3-layer sandwich type of construction, and they've also put a Kurosaki finish over the top of that cladding, and this cladding also has a pattern that's put into it as well from the forging process, and we'll get a close-up look at it as well. So interesting knife. The only steel that's reactive is the steel right at the edge where the core steel is showing through. The weight on the knife is 161 grams or 5.6 ounces. These weights and dimensions vary just a little bit from knife to knife since they're all handmade. This one is about 215 millimeters on the edge or 8.5 inches, and the overall length about 14.4. So it's a slightly oversized 210 Gyuto. The spine thickness coming out of the handle above the back of the edge of the blade is 3.1 millimeters, and then we'll get a closer look at it, but it tapers down a bit off that, and then pretty much holds it all the way through. This one may even, and sometimes you'll have them thicken up just a touch up here versus the middle of the blade. That's not that uncommon, and this really doesn't have a lot of distal taper. I should say it has no distal taper, so it pretty much maintains all of that and then thins out at the tip right with the grind. And these have a little bit of meat at the tip, so this is not like a super Ginsu laser super duper thin tip on these. They go through stuff pretty well, but you get a little bit of wedging from the tip, but I guess the balance of that is you get nice meat through there and it's a little bit stronger. The height on this is about 47.5 millimeters, and the handles they're well done octagonal rosewood, black packawood ferrule, and nice fit and finish on these. They all have a good look to them. Really well done, smooth right here where the ferrule junction is, nice install on the handle as well at the tang, about 3 inches circumference right here at the ferrule wood junction, pretty standard size handle. And then you've got Kurosaki's kind of standard curved shape to the back of the blade, the choil into the neck of the blade into the handle, perfectly kind of just oriented right to a pinch grip. Drop your finger right there, pinch grip, you go. You can hold them a little further back in some different orientations, but these are kind of oriented towards a pinch grip. Balance point on this one is a little bit in front of the pinch grip, right about there. Pinch grip's just slightly behind there, so you get a little bit of a weight forward balance to it for a little bit of power, a little bit of mass to it. Let's see, when I can do cutting board core, getting out of order. Let's look at the blade itself. So it's a little hard to tell with the Kurosaki. So they've got a patterned finish on it that's hammered into the blade, and you've got chiseled kanji. It's hidden a little bit and muted a bit by the Kurosaki finish and also the pattern, but this is somewhat reminiscent of the his R2 wah-handled line, but it's got more sharp edges on the indentations and such. So I've only seen one of those knives. I did a video on the 210 Gyuto as well in the R2 wah line, and if you look at the close-up photos, I did those photos on the product page, you'll see that the pattern of this is a little more rounded on that knife, and again, that's only one of those I've seen. My only concern with this knife might be you got to make sure you clean it well, because some of these indentations have sharp corners on them, and you could catch some food particles in there. So as long as you're going to scrub it off good, maybe use a brush on it or something, just make sure it's clean. It's not going to rust right there, really, unless you do something crazy, because it is stainless clad, but just be aware of that. The 240 in this lineup was less deep on those indentations and seemed less likely that might happen, but every knife's going to be a little bit different. Here's the grind of the knife. It's super easy to see on Kurosaki knives. You can see where the grind starts, where it comes from the sides of the knife down towards thinning up at the edge, and they've got kind of a bead blasted focus semi-finish on it. Real easy to see the core steel, no problem there. Nice look, real nice looking knives in person. Nice fit and finish on the spine and the curve here out of the handle, so real comfortable out of the box. One of the things I like about this line of knives is they polish the spine and take off that Kurouchi finish, and so you get a nice satin silver finish to complement and contrast the black Kurouchi finish. It's a neat look. I like the aesthetic. Let's take a look at it on the cutting board. These are pretty thin at the edge, but they're not super, again, hyper thin, so they've got a good balanced choice that they made between thinness and performance. So you'll get good performance out of these, but they've got just a little bit behind the edge to give you a little bit more forgiveness, and the steel's not super hard, so these might be good in a pro environment. These are getting high praise on the website by some professionals in not this particular Shizuku line, but they're basically made the same, different finish on it. They love the heat treat, edge retention, kind of durability qualities of these. So these are nice pro knives if you want a stainless clad reactive carbon cord knife. So here's your profile if I stop talking about enough to show you. A little bit of a flat spot towards the heel, but not much. This is kind of more of a shallow continuous curve. Not a huge amount of belly towards the tip on these. And I can get pretty tight, pretty high though before I start digging the tip in on this particular one. But just kind of a gentle curve. So not a chopper's dream, but this will be good for, of course, rocking, pull, push cutting, glide cutting, those kind of things. So just a really nice looking, decent size 210 with great core steel, nice finish on it, and interesting knife. So there you have the Kurosaki Shizuku AS or Aogami Super Gyuto 210mm knife.